Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to teach you how to find the inverse of a function if they give you the domain. So here's our function of interest, which we have to find the inverse of, and this is the domain. It turns out, don't really worry about the domain for the first part of this. All right, so let's just focus on how do we find the inverse of a function. So first thing is, anywhere you have f of x, you're just going to turn that into a y. All right, so I'm just going to rewrite this. Everywhere I had an f of x, I would just write y. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little flip-flop. I'm going to take the x and write it where I have my y, and I'm going to take my y everywhere I have an x. So this is now x equals y plus 2 squared. All right, little flipperoo. And then all I have to now do is to solve this equation for y. Okay, you could put like a little y minus 1 here if you want, but I don't want to do that because it's going to I just don't like the way it looks. So just leave it as y for now, and then we'll make any alterations at the end. So solve this for y. So this is just algebra. If you have to solve for y, you have to first get rid of the square around the parentheses there. So if you square root the right, you got to also square root the left. So now this is going to be equal to square root, if I could change the color, that'd be nice, square root of now y plus 2. To get y all by itself, just subtract 2 from both sides, and you're going to now have radical x minus 2 is going to be equal to y. This is the inverse function. Now, what you're going to do, just one last step at the end, anywhere you had your y, all you're going to now do is turn it back into f of x, but you're going to put a little minus 1 on the top to denote that it is the inverse function. That is the notation. Okay? And this is all there is to it. And that's it. All right, that is the inverse. That's the inverse. So I hope this helps. Now, it turns out that they gave us this particular domain here. But in terms of the inverse function, can you plug in a -2 in for your x? Well, no, you can't, right? You cannot. So basically what's happening here is that this function is only going to be defined when x is at smallest 0. You can take the square root of 0. You cannot take the square root of any negative number. So the real domain here is going to be inclusive of 0 all the way to positive infinity. All right, that's the actual domain. So basically, anything less than this 0, like meaning -1 or -2 or any fraction thereof between those values, will not exist. Okay, it just doesn't exist. So this is the real domain of the inverse, and then basically on the interval, we could write something like this from basically 0. We write from -2, comma 0. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it like this. -2 less than or equal to x less than 0. Okay, this is undefined. And then that we're talking about the inverse. And then it is defined for 0 less than equal to x less than infinity. Okay, so that's basically all there is to it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And also, if you wanted to maybe graph these things out, you could, right? Just clear out any functions, plug in your original one. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, what it might look like, what the inverse looks like. So just plug in x plus 2 squared. So hit the square. And then plug in the inverse function. So this is now going to be radical x. All right. Hit the over button, minus 2. Now we'll go to our window, and I'm going to make my x minimum -2. We'll go to 10. That's fine. And y min will start at, I guess we should start probably at -2. Actually, I'll start at -5 for now. And we'll go to maybe 10. All right, and the y scale by 1 or something. Okay, let's hit graph. So these are the two functions. All right, these are the inverse. This original blue one, okay, this is the original function, and this is now the inverse function. All right, so it kind of looks kind of cool, right? It's almost, there is a certain point of reflection in here. I won't talk about it right now, but, you know, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Hope this helps. Look forward to helping you with more. By the way, we got thousands of videos. We got your back. We want to help you through your classes. We got math here, but not only math. We got physics and chemistry. We got thousands of videos out there, actual solved problems. That's going to help you do the best on your tests. Remember, the goal is you want to understand the material. You have to do well on the test, but this is always for something bigger, right? What do you want to become? You want to become a physician assistant, right? Do you want to become an engineer? Whatever it is, okay, this is a means to an end, all right? And we want to help you along your path. I hope you have a great day.